The story you're about to hear is one Hollywood has whispered about for months. Rumors, headlines, speculation, and a spark that fans believed they could practically see glowing across every red carpet photo. But now, after staying quiet through the storm, Pamela Anderson has finally broken her silence, revealing the real truth behind that mysterious, irresistible connection between her and her co-star Liam Neeson. And according to her, the truth is even more romantic and far more unexpected than anyone imagined. What unfolded between the two stars during and after filming their summer box office smash, The Naked Gun, wasn't just a rumor, wasn't a PR stunt, and wasn't a fling created for publicity. It was real, it was intimate, it was theirs. And for one unforgettable week, it was a hidden love story worthy of a Nancy Meyers film. The moment Pamela Anderson stepped into the interview room for her new cover story with People magazine, she knew it was time to stop dancing around the whispers. For months, fans had been asking what really happened between her and Liam Neeson during production. Their undeniable chemistry on screen, the stolen glances off screen, the way they spoke about each other during the press tour, everything hinted at something deeper, something tender, something almost cinematic. And for the first time, Pamela confirmed it. There was a romance, there were real feelings, and the story behind it is sweeter and more heartfelt than anyone knew. Pamela described working with Liam Neeson as something that felt almost magical, saying that every day on set felt like stepping straight into a romantic comedy. She laughed softly during the interview as she recalled the early days of filming The Naked Gun, where the two of them effortlessly fell into a rhythm, playful, flirtatious, comfortable, and incredibly natural. She said the connection didn't feel forced, didn't feel scripted, and didn't feel like acting. Instead, the entire experience reminded her of a light, warm, romantic film. Something straight out of Nancy Meyers' world of cozy kitchens, soft lighting, and unexpected love stories. According to Pamela, the sparks didn't begin with a dramatic confession or some Hollywood-style moment under the lights. It simply started with two people enjoying each other's company, laughing between takes, sharing stories after long days on set, and slowly falling into a rhythm that felt like more than just co-workers. They didn't analyze it, they didn't label it, and they didn't question it. She said they simply trusted it, trusted the chemistry, trusted the feeling, trusted that whatever was happening between them was real, even if it couldn't be defined yet. But the true heart of the story came after filming wrapped. Once production on The Naked Gun came to an end, Pamela and Liam found themselves drifting not apart, but closer. And in a moment that almost feels pulled straight from the pages of a script, they escaped to his private home in upstate New York. Pamela called it their lost week, a romantic, warm, secluded stretch of time where the rest of the world didn't seem to exist. She revealed that she had her own room, but the emotional closeness between them made the house feel smaller, cozier, more intimate. She recalled one especially wild moment, one that sounds almost unbelievable unless you know Liam Neeson. During their stay, a bear wandered close to the property, and Liam, wearing nothing but a robe, ran outside to chase it off. Pamela could barely finish the sentence in the interview without laughing. She said it was the most heroic, ridiculous, and unexpectedly charming thing she had ever seen. A movie star moment, but not from the type of movie most people picture Liam in. This wasn't an action hero running from explosions. This was a man protecting his home, chasing away a bear, and then retreating back inside with a shy smile and a robe that barely stayed tied. Their days were filled with quiet moments, long talks, and slow mornings, and one particular night stood out to Pamela as the moment that made her heart stop. They went to a tiny French restaurant, one tucked away from tourists and cameras. No paparazzi, no noise, just candlelight and soft music. And during that dinner, Liam introduced her, half joking, half serious, as the future Mrs. Neeson. Pamela admitted she blushed so hard her face felt like it was burning. But she also said that in that moment, she truly believed their connection could become something deeper. But like many Hollywood romances, reality eventually stepped back in. After their peaceful week in upstate New York, life pulled them in different directions. Work commitments, distance, timing. It all created a space between them that neither could ignore. The romance began to cool, not out of conflict, not out of boredom, but simply because their lives were no longer aligned. They didn't fight. They didn't break up dramatically. They simply drifted, but the universe wasn't quite done with them. Weeks later, the two reunited to promote The Naked Gun, and the moment they saw each other again, something sparked. The energy that had once felt so natural on set roared back instantly. You can even see it in the old interviews. In one particular clip from Entertainment Tonight, Pamela looks at Liam with such warmth and softness that fans began speculating instantly. They were teasing each other, laughing, finishing each other's sentences. It was impossible not to feel the electricity between them. Pamela admitted in the interview that during those press days, they found themselves slipping back into that gentle, romantic energy. The flirtation returned effortlessly. The closeness became real again, and for a short period, it felt like maybe, just maybe, there was another chance for them. But in the end, they realized something important. Yes, the romance was real. Yes, the chemistry was undeniable. But they were better, stronger, more grounded as friends. Pamela said she adores Liam Neeson, that he is someone she will always care for, someone she believes will forever be in her life in one way or another. But she also admitted that the spark they shared, while beautiful, wasn't built for the long haul. It was a moment, a golden, temporary, magical moment. And that was enough. Still, fans continued to replay their interviews, studying the way Liam gazed at Pamela, the way she smiled when he spoke, the way their shoulders leaned into each other without even realizing it. The world saw two people falling for each other in real time, and Pamela agrees that their connection added something special to the movie itself. She said the fact that audiences believed in the love story so strongly meant they had done their job. Their chemistry was real, and that authenticity carried the entire romance of the film. But the interview didn't end there. When asked about her past, specifically her iconic role on Baywatch, Pamela hilariously shut it down, calling it the ancient past. She made it clear she didn't want to look back at that version of herself, saying, "That girl is dead." She wasn't being cruel. She was simply being honest. The Pamela Anderson of today is softer, wiser, calmer, and more focused on the present than the past. As her interview wrapped, Pamela reminded fans that her connection with Liam Neeson wasn't a publicity stunt. It wasn't fake, it wasn't exaggerated, it was two people caught up in the moment. A real, brief, emotional experience. A moment that meant something to both of them, even if it wasn't meant to last forever. And that's the beauty of it. Some love stories aren't meant to lead to marriage or lifelong partnership. Some are meant to be memories, sweet, private, forever cherished. For Pamela, her romance with Liam was exactly that. A moment from her life that felt like a movie. A chapter that glowed warm for a week, flickered again later, and then settled gently into the past. Today, they remain friends. And somewhere in the quiet corners of upstate New York, maybe that tiny French restaurant still remembers the night when Liam Neeson introduced Pamela Anderson as the future Mrs. Neeson, if only for a moment.